Updates. Good morning, Tobago. Wake up.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Viewers, we are happy you are here with us and also happy that we are going to be joined by Miss Penny Gomez, who is the CEO of the Digicel Foundation. Good morning and welcome to you, Miss Gomez. How are you?
I am fantastic. I hope you're just as good.
Yes, and it's definitely my privilege to be able to interview you.
Yes, it's a great show. I've been on before, and I want to applaud you all for bringing a fresh start to the morning in Tobago.
Thank you. Now, this morning we are speaking about just a partnership that Digicel was engaged with in terms of with the Self-Help Commission towards the
Yes,
distribution of devices for single mothers. So, can you give us a
yes,
perspective on, what inspired this movement?
right. Okay, well, International Women's Day, as you know, was celebrated last week. Um, sorry, on Wednesday. And it was important for us to be a whole part of that celebration, of that commemoration. Um, we we have a partnership, an ongoing relationship the um, with the women of substance in Tobago. I think that you may be aware that we did some refurbishment to the space and also help with the equipment and the setting up of a salon for those for those persons
Yeah.
who are victims of intimate partner violence. So for us, when the National Self-Help Commission came to us and said they want to do something with on International Women's Day, and that would part of what they're doing is I believe that they're giving grants to help with infrastructural works to the single mothers to their to whatever structures that they have, and they wanted to couple that with also giving them devices. So they approached us, and we thought it was a good fit for us, particularly because for International Women's Day, the the overarching theme was equity, equality, and then the UN, their particular theme for International Women's Day, is of course the digital, so DIGITALL, digital. So I think for us, when we realized that it was going to be in a component of technology, of digitalization, and actually as we look for to be equitable, for women to be equitable when it comes to various aspects of life or all aspects of life, and knowing that these devices will allow them the gateway, it will be a gateway for them to get into digitalization, for entrepreneurship opportunities, for educational opportunities, for broadening their scope and their minds. We felt the devices really did fit in, and us giving devices fitted in with that strategy and that approach to the whole theme of what was being touted for International Women's Day.
Great. And I mean, so tell me about, just being able to support these women, like these women. Why is it so important that we make sure that our women can empower themselves in the digital and technological world?
Yes. Well, sadly, there still is that, even though I think we are making strides to be for equity, towards equity, there's still that ceiling that needs to be broken. We still realize, I mean, I know the ILO recently said that one of the challenges, two of the challenges that still remain, there is still that wage gap between men and women. And there's still a challenge where women are concerned. One of the things that faces is the intimate partner violence. So for us, and I think because women of substance with Unica Mars, they address and they try to bring some redress to women who face intimate partner violence. And as a result of that, they are already at a disadvantaged stage because of the abuse. And I think having those devices, it means that you're going to feel more empowered. It means that you're going to have a device because we gave tablets. Um, it means that you can go on. You can go on, and we've also extended a year's free service to them, broadband service complements of our Digicel Plus team. It means that they can go on, they can surf the internet, they can educate themselves by reading. If they have their children, they can help them with their homework. It means that if they can probably look to see what entrepreneurial activities they can get involved in because of the devices, to see what's available out there, or even to use a device to help them in their entrepreneurial activities. So that's important. We know that you don't do a thing anymore unless you have a phone and you're shopping online. It's everything from groceries to buying clothing, to getting other services. So for them, they were really not in a space to do that before. So this now affords them the opportunities to do that. So it was really important for us as a company. We are a corporate NGO, and we're a corporate NGO that is a digital lifestyle partner in terms of Digicel. So for us, things that speak to technology speaks to us as well too, and speaks to empowerment and making a difference. So for us, it was just a perfect fit with the National Self-Help Commission.
Any follow-up to see how these ladies develop themselves, whether or not they venture into entrepreneurship stuff, or whether they seek to educate themselves?
Well, and I want to add, it's not just women of substance. I believe that they will give some to the persons going through that program, but there are also going to be additional people that they have identified. In terms of a follow-up, our relationship with most of our partners, we are really a very robust in our relationships with our beneficiaries. We don't just give you a grant and leave you alone. So that is why I think for us, the continuation of the relationship, particularly with women of substance in Tobago, for us was important. So we will keep checking in. They reach out to us when they have programs as well too that they think we might be interested in. We check in with them. We will, of course, now that the tablets have gone out, we will, of course, check in with the women to see how that is going, how are they using it, how beneficial it is, if they're using it the right way, if they need any assistance with it. So there will be that kind of follow-up. And again, it is something that we do with most of our organizations. We just didn't do it often.
And then when it comes to, so you gave the devices, but and then I know you said you mentioned that there were some. Okay, I think we lost Miss Gomez, unfortunately. Oh, are you back, Miss Gomez? Hello?
Important. Are you still there?
I think there was just a little break in the
Yes, I'm
connection.
so sorry.
All right. My question to you is that, I mean, as we just had that break in the connection, I was just about to ask actually about connectivity, because I mean, you can have the devices,
Sorry,
but if
that is an ongoing partnership.
sorry.
We will, of course, as we do with most of our partners, we do check-ins with them to make sure that things are still very much on stream, to see how the programs are going, what we've invested in.
Okay, and now looking forward for this year, because I know that Digicel has been doing remarkable work throughout the country in terms of
Yes.
supporting the communities and so on. What other initiatives do you have planned for Tobago? And I mean, especially with women in focus a little bit, as we are still, we're still in the month of March, we're still observing International Women's Day.
Yes. Well, well, for women, the women of substance was a primary one for us this last year, making sure that they were that particular program that we brought that over the line, which we did, and then with the added devices. We are currently doing something with the Tobago School for the Deaf. We're doing a farming project with them, and again, because persons with disabilities and their issues, that is also a subject for the foundation. So that program, that particular project, that farming project, should come to completion by the end of this month, early next month. So we are looking forward for that, because we do know as well from our research that persons with disabilities, and then I mean obviously females as well, that they to be that they fit into to a marginalized community. So it could yield revenue. That would be an additional revenue stream for them. So that is something that we're looking to be seeing us in Tobago. We obviously do visits fairly often, the project managers.
Well, it seems as though we miss Miss Penny Gomez, and well, good timing because we were looking to wrap up this interview anyways. So again, I want to thank Miss Penny Gomez for being on with us and speaking to us about that initiative and that partnership between Digicel and the Women of Substance, as well as the National Self-Help Commission, so that women, the single mothers particularly, can be empowered to perhaps get out of their situations, improve their lives, and, you know, be a major part of our society. All right, so viewers, now we got a lot more coming up for you in the program, so you don't want to miss it. We'll be back right after this break.
Tobago Updates. Good morning, Tobago.